here in our country.
So,
So, poverty is a challenge that many people experience running out of money.
A social weather station survey reveals 48% of Filipino families describe themselves as mahirap or poor, while 27% consider themselves borderline poor. 25% rate themselves as hindi mahirap or not poor.
What is poverty? Poverty is a condition of which individuals or communities lack of financial resources and basic necessities required for the standard of living is considered acceptable in a society. This includes accessing food, clean water, shelter, healthcare, and education.
Poverty is a challenge that many people, especially here in the Philippines, is facing and experiencing right now. It is about the lack of essential resources and opportunities needed to meet the basic human needs such as food, shelter, education, healthcare, and job or employment.
Poverty is a state of extreme lack of resource including food, shelter, healthcare, leading to a life hardship and limited opportunities.
While the world has made progress in reducing extreme poverty, inequality is growing and climate change is making things worse. We need a plan that includes a sustainable growth, investing in people, fighting climate change, and making sure everyone has a safety net. It is a global problem that needs a global solution.
I can't actually share my experience, but I read something on Reddit na nakapag-open din ng eyes ko to the reality of poverty. So here's the story, So merong isang girl from rural area na gustong mag-aral pero hindi afford ng family niya ang school fees. So ang parents niya ay farmers pero maliit lang yung lupa nila. So hindi sapat yung kita for basic needs. Plus education pa. So sinubukan niya maghanap ng part-time job pero sobrang layo ng town and mahal yung pamasahe. Parang yun, it just shows na kahit gusto mong mag-succeed, minsan hindi mo talaga kaya because of your circumstances. We know that there are really particular areas kung saan ito lang yung affected ng poverty. So, why kaya ganun? Poverty is when people struggle to meet their basic needs like food, shelter, and as well as healthcare, right? And it looks different in every region kasi may mga lugar na kulang ng trabaho, resources, o education, kaya nahihirapan yung mga tao. So, mga rural areas, mas mataas ang poverty dahil mas limited ang access nila sa opportunities gaya ng sabi ko kanina. Kaya iba-iba yung epekto ng poverty depende sa lugar at sitwasyon ng mga tao.
Poverty mindset is the fear of spending. Although meron silang extra money, they hesitate to buy because they fear of running out of money. The poor mindset naman is yung the sign of too much complaint about everything, or like you always blame somebody or someone else, like the government, your own job. For me, yes, like Majority of people in poverty has no choice due to the lack of money and opportunities. So, their desperate circumstances contribute to their decision to commit crimes such as stealing, holduping, just to feed for their family and to survive.
To those who have faced the challenges of poverty, remember that you are not alone. It is indeed a difficult path, especially now, but every step you've taken, every obstacle you've conquered has shaped you into a more positive and strong individual. Think that every dreams you have will be yours in the right time. Just put a lot of hard work and determination to every challenge that you may face in the future. I think nowadays, we all know that poverty is the biggest challenge that every country is facing. But of course, there is a hopeful sign that most of us can see. Like technological advancement, it has the potential to address poverty through improved access to education, healthcare, and financial services. But as an individual, access to education is the most important thing that everyone should have. I believe that it can be difficult to find a job, especially here in the Philippines, but it will be much easier if you have a degree that can represent your name. Henry C. is a known individual and known as the father of modern Philippine retail and developed the Shoe Mart into SM Investments and one of the largest malls in the Philippines. He is not that wealthy when he started his business, but as time goes by, he was determined to build his own empire.
The primary causes of poverty in the Philippines today can be attributed in these interconnected factors. First is the inequality in income and wealth distribution. A significant portion of wealth is concentrated in the hands of a few individuals or family, while the majority of population remains in poverty. Second, unemployment and underemployment. Our country faces high rates of unemployment and underemployment, especially in the rural areas where job opportunities are scarce. We all know na sobrang hirap na wala tayong trabaho mapagkukuhanan ng ating mga pangangailangan. Next, lack of access and quality education. While the education is available, its quality varies as many impoverished families cannot afford to send their children to school. I firmly believe that education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. We all know na through education, we receive hope. With that hope, we receive light. With that light, we have a better future tomorrow. So I believe that education have a greatest contribution in our life because we can able to achieve our dreams in our future. Next is the corruption. Corruption in our government, businesses, and other institutions result misallocation of resources, diversion of public funds, and lack of effective social programs that could alleviate poverty. Sobrang hirap na kung malungkot talaga siyang isipin na yung mismong gobyerno na mismo ang nagiging corrupt, kung saan nagiging dahilan na mas naghihirap ang mga karamihang Pilipino. Kumbaga, makikita natin sa ating bansa na sobrang daming taong yumayaman, patuloy na umaangat, ngunit yung mga mahirap ay patuloy pa rin naghihirap. And the last one is the natural disaster or the climate change. The Philippines is prone of natural disaster like typhoons, earthquake, mga volcanic eruption, which is hindi naman natin siya mapipigilan. Because of that, we have caused a long-term setbacks for recovery, especially in the rural areas. Sobrang hirap na yung mga inaakalang paparating na bagyo ay siyang sisira na rin at kikitil sa buhay ng karamihan, sa kanilang mga ari-arian at mga minamahal sa buhay. I believe that the corruption plays a significant role in the persistence of the poverty in the Philippines because by diverting public resources that could be used for the development programs, social services, and poverty alleviation, when the government officials or the institution engage in the corrupt practices such as embezzling, embezzling the funds, bribery, and or kickbacks, it undermines the effectiveness of social programs in the infrastructure program. As a result, critical services like healthcare, education, rural development, and underfunded, poorly implemented, exacerbating inequality and leaving the disadvantaged communities without the support they need. Moreover, corruption erodes public trust in institutions, which can hinder investment, economic growth, and overall governance, further entrenching poverty. I believe that the corruption can have a significant impact on poverty in our country because it often diverts resources away from the essential public services like the healthcare, education, and the infrastructure, which is crucial para ma-reduce yung poverty. And the corruption can also discourage foreign investment, distort economic policies, and create unequal opportunities, all of which can exacerbate poverty. In many cases, the corrupt officials may mismanage or our funds are meant for poverty alleviation programs.
If the government prioritizes inclusive development, job creation, and social programs, poverty could improve. But kung ang corruption ay mag-exist pa rin or ganito pa rin sa susunod na mga taon, sa tingin ko mas lalong mag-worse ang kahirapan dito sa Pilipinas. I think poverty limits people's ability to dream or plan for the future because lack of resources and daily struggle to survive. Instead of focusing on long-term goals, they prioritize immediate needs like food, water, and basic necessities.
I strongly agree and believe that education is a powerful tool in the fight against poverty. Because when people have the access to quality education, they are more likely to secure better job opportunities and earn higher incomes. And also, education will help us to grow as an individual. I strongly agree and believe that education is a powerful tool in the fight against poverty. When people have the access to quality education, they are more likely to secure better job opportunities and earn higher incomes.
So, para sa akin, providing more job opportunities and better schooling in sa mga poor areas, would likely reduce crime kasi it addressed the root cause of criminal behavior such as poverty and lack of opportunity, offering valuable alternatives and fostering hope for a brighter future. Para sa akin, implementing policies that promote equitable access to education, healthcare, and economic opportunities coupled with the cultural shift towards valuing social responsibility and community support will have the most significant impact on poverty reduction.
End poverty, empower futures, every life deserves opportunity, dignity, and hope. Together, we can build a world without hunger and fear. Hi, thank you for listening for today's episode of our podcast. I hope that you were able to gain knowledge and information about our topic, which is poverty. We chose this topic because we all know that this is really relevant here in our country. So that's all. Thank you.